Good morning, everyone. It's a cold and blustery day here in Michigan. We received 2 to 3 inches of snow last night, so I thought I'd get out and kind of uh, checking myself whether I made the right decision because it's pretty cold out right now. So this week I was reflecting on a couple of meetings I had, and I do this often at the end of a week in terms of trying to ensure I did the right thing. If I had a chance to revisit it, would I say something different? And the reason why I do this is I have tried to have the perspective, and this is from a mentor of mine from several years ago now, where that individual shared with me, and this is my perspective, is that Paul, and this is what I tell myself is, at that moment, that student, that faculty member, that staff member who came to me with a situation or something they want to bring to my attention, that it probably is the most important thing to them at that time, at that moment, possibly even that day or that week. And what I've got to do as a leader is I've got to step up and I've got to give them my undivided attention. Sometimes that means turn off my cell phone. That sometimes that means turning my chair away from my computer where I could be distracted by my email dinging. I always say that I'm human and I can fail at this sometimes, but it's necessary for me to check myself that am I doing that. So my challenge to myself this week, especially as well as to you as faculty, as administrators, as staff, is when someone approaches you, now whether it's in an email, a conversation, a phone call, to recognize that possibly that individual is reaching out to you in a moment of need, in a moment of desperation, in a moment of confusion, and they are hoping that you treat their situation, their comments as seriously as you would take something with that necessary gravitas, right? And for me, it's tough. I said we're only human, and it's tough for us to recognize the weight or importance something like that may have for someone else. But I think it's definitely a worthwhile goal, and it will help us as we continue to strive to create a more successful and a more harmonious community. One of listeners, right? We've got to listen to each other and to give the gravitas or importance that situation needs. So, without further ado, I got to get home and get warm again. Um, go Bruins, go Bills. That was a tough loss, but it's all right. Go Bills, and God bless, folks.